What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Six Scale Reviews. It's Dan, and today it is finally here. The Batman, the Robert Pattinson from the Batman movie. I'm really excited to finally have this in hand. No, this is not the version that comes with the bat signal. I do have that on order. It has not shipped yet. So I went with Timothy Cent, got that. That's why you're seeing this here today, right now. And the bat cycle is also on its way. Didn't get here in time for this video, so I will probably do a separate video on that. So stay tuned. Anyways, really excited for this, man. It just came at the perfect time, right before Christmas. You know, it's just, man, I'm finally so happy to get this. This is a nice little slipcover. You can see the Batman. It's got, you know, a nice little, you know, picture of the figure itself, the side. You know, it's pretty cool. It's a nice little slipcover, and of course all of the warning labels and stuff on the back with some question marks around. So that's cool that they did that. Kind of disappointed that Hot Toys did not do a Catwoman nor a Riddler, but is what it is. I kind of can't, you know, I can't be too upset about it because I got the figure and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So took the slip cover off. You can see the figure underneath, the base, all the accessories, figure. I'm gonna go ahead, take all of this stuff out, lay it all out, and have to get a closer look at everything it comes with. So let's get it. All right, everybody, here's everything that the deluxe version of this figure comes with. As you can see, there's quite a spread, and I honestly don't know where to begin. So I guess I'll start with the backdrop because I totally forgot this thing even came with one. As you can see here, it is like that explosion scene with the bat cycle. It's pretty cool. I most likely will never use it. Has the all the feet and stuff right there, but it's got like a holographic like texture to it. It's got like a feel, so it's supposed to like simulate. You can kind of see there like just the flames moving around. So that's kind of cool. I think so. Yeah, no matter what light you look at it, it can look like the flame is just going. So that's actually pretty cool. But I most likely will not use that. Next, I guess we can start with the base because it's kind of an interesting one. So the base, oh, I knocked that over. The standard base comes like this. You can see here. I do like the new nameplate on it. You can see it's like a black with just a silver, the Batman. I think that's kind of cool. But if you get the deluxe, it comes with this contraption, and I think it looks really good. The details, the paint apps are really good on this. They definitely didn't skimp out on that. This part right here does detach. It just attaches right there. The only thing that sucks, and I think it's pretty stupid on Hot Toys, is that this red bar does not light up right here. But the stairs part do. As I drop that, and you can see, I think that's pretty dumb. I mean, like why would only the stairs light up? You know what I mean? Like, it's only 2 lights, and then there's 3. So if you have it, you can see there's 2 rails, right? If you have on the lower section, like so, you're gonna have 3, but only 2 of them are gonna light up, and I think that's kind of stupid. So I'm not gonna display mine like that. I'm gonna put mine up here, and then the base is just gonna sit under like that to complete the stairs for me, because I think that's just stupid. So yeah, it's gonna sit like that. Is what it is. You can see like the USB port right there, along with the switch right there. I just think it's dumb. I mean, let me know what you guys think about that. It's not a big deal, but it's just, like I said, it's dumb. So I'm gonna put that down. We also have 2 other plates here. I like this one the most, and this is more like a fire scene as well. It has plastic on it, so sorry if it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, the Batman, I do like that silhouette a lot, so that's cool. I guess the next thing we can talk about the head sculpt. This is the little neck collar it comes with, so that's cool. This thing is pretty good, man. I don't like this hair because it looks weird. But when you put on the grunge hair, which is over here. You can see that Robert Pattinson sculpt without the hair on it. I think that looks pretty good, man. I mean, that likeness is there for sure. I think it's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. That's like a strong 8.5, 8.7 head sculpt. Like, it ain't perfect. It's even got like his non-symmetrical face. Like, his nose is a little crooked, the mouth a little crooked too. Like, I think this looks great, man. For what it is, that's pretty good. So, yeah, anyways, these just connect via magnets, and then they also clip on to the back as well. So the back comes off so you can access the movable eyes. So I think that's a pretty neat feature. There's not too much of a gap that you can see. You can see it a little bit. I mean, it's obvious now that I pointed it out to you, but far away, you're not going to really see too much. I mean, it is what it is. There's no other way to really get it. Um, but yeah, I think this is the way I would rock the head sculpt. It's, that grungy look, and I do like that. You can see his eyes in between. But yeah, it looks great. Yeah, you'll see this on the figure a little bit later. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back. And of course, we have alternate mouth plates for the actual cowl. So I think that's pretty cool. They look weird now because they're not on the head. So yeah, don't pay attention to that. But we also have an empty cowl. This thing looks really good, man. It's nice and weathered. It's dirty. It's got scratches and scars all over it. It's a one solid piece, and you can't really. I mean, you can put it in the collar and have it sit there if you want an empty bat suit. If you have a Bruce Wayne, I think that'd be pretty cool, a cool look. But yeah, it's like a hard rubber or hard vinyl or something. It's pretty tough, but the details on this cowl are really good, man. Like, they are really good. I do like the weathering quite a bit. It just looks like it's a good piece, man. I do like that they included that with that. And yeah, I guess we'll talk about these right here. This is an alternate cape, more weather cape. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be for like the bat cycle or not, because the wires are a lot stronger in this one. And it looks more garbage baggy, if that makes any sense. The one on the figure looks a lot better coming out the box. This one seems a little bit more just garbage baggy. I'm not really a fan of this, to be honest. This feels not great. But you can see if it goes on the figure, it's gonna look. It's just a different like type of material. It looks a little cheaper. The pleats don't look natural. Like, not. We'll see how it looks on the figure. But this one is a little bit shorter. It's supposed to be, and yeah, I'm just not a fan of the way this looks like crinkly garbage bag material on the back. But that's just me. Yeah, so we'll see how that looks. But there is supposed to be a lot more wire in here, and it does feel like it. So that's pretty cool. But next, we have the squirrel suit here, and it's pretty cool. I probably will never display my Batman with this on. It's a very nice light material. I'm not sure how to put it on yet. I will read the instructions. But yeah, it's here. It's cool. It's very thin. And I mean, it's pretty cool. You can probably have some nice little mashups with things. Like, imagine putting this on Deadpool or something, or, just something wacky. Like, it's a cool accessory to have. But for me, I'm not going to wear it or put it on with the Batman. So that's that. It's pretty nice that they included that. So yeah, that's pretty much that. We have a bunch of other smaller accessories that clip onto the gauntlets. This right here is a grappling gun. You can see there's pegs there. It just pegs in. Pretty simple. We got some hands here. There's a decent amount of hands. You can see there's like all kinds of details. He has like a little watch or button or whatever for something. The hard knuckles. He has some metal tips on there. Not sure what for, but yeah, there's two metal tips right there. Maybe for the electric gauntlet or something. I'm not sure. But that's cool. That's a cool detail I did not know before. We have some of the trigger fingers to hold the grappling guns. And apparently this will be also the hand you're supposed to use for the bat cycle to seem like he's holding the brake, something like that. So there's that. We also have some gripping hands. We have two of these as well, and along with two relaxed hands on the figure. And then we have a bunch of other little stuff here. We have the card that the Batman gets here to a secret friend, and to the Batman here. Get this to focus. To the Batman. This card does open up and does have real writing in it. So I think that's cool. I do think that's cool. What does the liar do when he's dead? He lies still. And yeah, there's more of those little hieroglyphs that he did. He made Batman decipher. And then we also have some die-cast batarangs here. We have this one that's more straight. This one that's folded up. And they are metal. See if you can hear that. They are metal. They're painted very nicely. I have to focus on my finger so bad. But yeah, they're painted very nicely. They look nice. They're scratched. They're weathered. Yeah, and they look fantastic. I mean, they look great. And then you have one more in the actual chest of the figure itself, so it does pop out. These will not fit in there, obviously. They're just for him to throw or whatever you want to do with that. And then we have some handcuffs here. They are not metal, even though they're painted metal. They're pretty good. I do like them. So yeah, there is that. And we also have some other little flares before they're flares. A fully extended one, a torch. There's a light. And all of these do end up being on the figure. And we also have the sticky bomb gun that he never used in the I almost said game, in the movie. So yeah, there's that. So there it is. And we also have the grappling hook head and the long wire itself. This is a long, sturdy piece of metal. It ain't gonna go nowhere. And then it's the same type of head. So you can attach these to the gauntlet and have it look like he's shooting out. So I think that's pretty cool. But that's it for the accessories. That was a long section. There's a lot of accessories here to digest. So, and you can see I made a fucking mess of them all. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's get the figure out and take a closer look at him and all of that good stuff. So let's go. All right, everybody. Here we are with the Batman himself, Robert Pattinson, whatever you want to call him. Here he is out the box. And this thing looks incredible, man. The suit looks great. There are some inaccuracies to note, but none of them are like deal breakers. But this thing looks fantastic, man. See, this is the cape that I was talking about that comes with the figure. It looks a lot better than the one I showed earlier. That looked like a trash bag. This looks a lot better. It drapes a little bit better, and it does have wires in it as well. So that's a big plus. This looks great, man. I mean, the likeness to Robert Pattinson, I think it's pretty much there. For some reason on mine, the left eye looks a little bit bigger than the right. Kind of hard to tell because the eyes are super dark on this, so like it creates its own shadow. Like it's very hard to get light in there. But you can see it still looks pretty great anyway. The neck is on a magnet, or this is a magnet, and then the head is on. It just pops on like this. It is very similar to the DX19 to where the magnet is on the back of the head right here. So it typically, if you like lay the figure down, it'll like pop back like that. So not a big deal. It's not super loose like the DX19. It's actually very strong. So there is that. What I do find loose is that the mouth plates do tend to want to pop off a little bit once you turn them. Like if you try turning them with the head down, it'll loosen up the mouth plate. As you can see there, it looks like he's making a funny face, but it's just not in all the way. So just pop it back on. There also is a little gap right there. You can see when I put my hand back there, you see the gap. I don't know why Hot Toys designed it that way. I mean, not the best choice, but it is what it is. I'm not not complaining about it. But this thing looks great, man. It really does. There's a lot of weathering. There's some details, which I will zoom in and get a close-up of everything. Once we get to the posing section, there's like nothing's clean. It's got dirt and grime in there. The chest plate's all kinds of weathered up. Like, and then this is also die cast, this little piece in here. Like the helmet's all, I mean, the cow's all messed up. Cape's weathered. Like, it's great, man. They did a really good job with the details on this figure, dude. Like, I mean, the boots are just filthy. Split cut boot. I mean, you really can't. Yeah, you can't. I don't know. I can't really complain about anything detail wise. Like, this thing looks incredible. But I have to address some of the inaccuracies, right? The cape is crossing over itself right there, which isn't accurate. In the movie, it's just two straight pieces down. They never overlap. Very minor, is what it is. Another thing, I believe in the movie, the suit is all this color right here, including the top plate. I don't remember the top plate being darker than the rest. Not a big deal, like I said. It's just some slight inaccuracies I'm going to have to mention, you know what I mean? Like, overall, I'm still happy with this figure, but I think I will be doing some tweaking and all kinds of maybe modding to this figure. But nonetheless, it looks great. Articulation wise, it's about what we'd expected. Nothing too crazy. That's about where the arms go, going up, going forward. They actually go up pretty high. Ab, there's not much in there that you can do, unfortunately. Same with the ab rotation. Maybe it's just the amount of I don't know, padding or whatever in the suit that won't allow it to do that. But nonetheless, that's fine. You can actually remove these two little pouches and you can get more articulation out of the legs right here. So I think that's pretty good. So once the bat cycle comes in, I'll probably be doing that. Same thing with these right here. This pops off. You can do the same thing. Other side. Ratcheted, double bend in the knee. You already know all the good stuff. Double jointed, elbows, all of that. And then this just simply clips back in. Same with these. These are empty right now. I don't have all the accessories in, but I will put them in. So, yeah, these just kind of go in like that. It's kind of hard to do on camera. Come on. There we go. Okay. But you get the point. But yeah, that's pretty much the articulation. You do have the split cut boot, as I mentioned before, so you're going to get a ton of range of motion. No worries there. But man, this figure is just got some presence to it that I think really is great, man. I mean, this is a hell of a figure, hell of a character. I think Robert Pattinson did a pretty good job as Batman. I know not everybody agrees, and that's fine. I don't care. But nonetheless, the figure looks great. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, swap out this head sculpt, and let's see what he looks like with the Robert Pattinson head. Let's go. Okay, so real quick, I did want to show how this kind of goes. So you do take off the breastplate right here. Now, this collar right here is kind of annoying. It wants to come off very easily. But this is how you put the head sculpt on. But yeah, you can see this is how it looks without the cape and all that. So supposedly this cape, it's not supposed to be on the figure when you're doing the head sculpt. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put this head sculpt on. It is kind of a pain in the ass to do with all of this hair and stuff on. So I'm going to do this right here. This is what I found to be the best method, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Pop this guy in there. Did I do this right? Yeah, I did. Okay. And then I'm going to slide that all the way in, if I can. Oh. Yeah, but you see what I mean. That collar wants to move all over the place. It's a pain in the ass. And yeah, there it is. You can move that neck collar piece down now. So it looks like this. So now it's in there. And yeah, the collar just slides all around the place. It's kind of annoying. It is attached by Velcro, but it still doesn't really help. So got that on there. You go ahead, put this piece back on, right, just like so, or whatever, just like that, right? Now we can start putting the hair pieces on. So this is where it gets a little difficult. So I've kind of tried to move this forward as far as I can, just to kind of get that hair in there, because it really The neck's a little short, let's just be honest. I think that's really what it is, and a lot of people were having trouble with, from what I've seen. Just be careful, go slow, really kind of work it on there. And then once it's on though, it's all right. I mean, you might even have to heat up the collar if that's the problem, to get the hair in there, because it is definitely a pain in the ass to get in there. You kind of don't want to mess up those, those paint apps. So there's that. Now the front piece, and that is done. That is the Bruce Wayne head sculpt. Yeah, so the collar just wants to move left and right because it's super tight on there. It's kind of annoying, not really like workable, but yeah, it is what it is. That's what the head sculpt looks like. I think it looks great. It looks great on the body. You can put the cape on, like it's not that much more difficult. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Boom, take that off. Gonna unpop this head sculpt. It's very annoying anyway. The collar got stuck in there, but yeah, it's really just it gets frustrating. But yeah, it's a little loose. Pop the fucking cape back on like that. Boom. Now you gotta attach the head sculpt once more. Get that, and then yeah, you should be slide it back in. Again, I might have to remove the hair just to get that in there all the way. But realistically, this is how it should look. Like the head's not popped in all the way. It's very loose. But this is how it should look, Hot Toys. Like with the gap back there. His hair was never in the damn collar. But I'll probably rock it like this just because the ease of everything, right? Like it's kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. So I'm just going to put this back here like so. Put that there. And yeah, that's the Bruce Wayne head sculpt. I think it looks great on the figure, besides the fact that it won't snap in all the way correctly or easily. So yeah, so I'm going to try again. Just pushing this down all the way. There it goes. Now it feels like this neck's a little short. Bring that collar down. That. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just you have to have his head forward to get this hairpiece on. Because if not, it's just colliding with the back. And it's just not helpful for anyone. But yep, see, it's not all the way in, so I gotta move it forward. The hair up, forward, all to get this guy in there. There we go. I think I got it. So there, that's how he looks. You can see I have to move the head forward just so that hair can slide back there. And then now when I lift the head back, the collar wants to all move, so and undo from the Velcro. So yeah, not the best design. It could have been a little bit longer, but it is what it is by Hot Toys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I'm going to go ahead, pose this guy up with all the accessories and all of that good stuff, and then we'll wrap up this video, guys. Let's get it. Alright folks, really quick, here's a comparison between all of the Batman from shortest to tallest. These are not all the Batman I have in the collection, but just like the basic variations of them all. And as you can see, Robert Pattinson is like dead middle in terms of height between all of them. Batman Begins is the shortest. Nonetheless, here they all are. Take a closer look. Pause it if you'd like. And yeah, I think this is a fine addition to the collection. Alright folks, time to wrap up this video here. I'm giving this Batman figure a solid 9 out of 10. Reason why it's not higher is because of minor little issues here and there, but nonetheless, it is still an incredible figure. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss another video from us. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.